So I wasn't planning to even watch Night Swim because like overall the concept seemed kind of boring. Like, cool, it's a haunting swimming pool. Just get out of it. Unless like it was done like a teenage party and it like infects all the water sources and like people die and it's panic. That maybe would have been entertaining. But not this film. When it came out, I heard so much shit about this film, and then I was like, okay, I'm watching it. So if you know a little bit about the film, it's based on a short film on YouTube called the same, Night Swim. And even the short film isn't that entertaining. A girl sees a ghost outside of the pool, and she still like doesn't get out of the pool. And it's less of a pool ghost, more of just like a back garden ghost. Oh my god, Blumhouse, stay away from my idea. So yeah, the film was made by Blumhouse and Atomic Monster, which are both amazing companies that doing like very fun, entertaining, unique horror films. But not this one, they just wasted millions of dollars to this garbage. The film starts with this opening sequence which just reveals all the cards straight away. Like the pool lures people by like placing an item they need in the pool and the person tries to get it but then slips or just the pool sucks them in a bit and they go into the pool, which the movie does like 50 times. And later on when they're inside of the pool they start seeing people around them like they know. They never get out of the pool instantly, they just like kind of stay for a bit and they just drown them. So we basically saw half of the victims in the films already die, which is one. There's gonna be another one later on and that's it. Where's the fun? I'll be honest, it's kind of interesting to see the whole story revolve around this pool. Like the daughter goes to like the swimming class, she falls in love with this swimming guy, and like they're constantly working on the pool, they're making pool parties, they're talking about the pool. The entire film revolves around a pool, which would be interesting if the film was like 20 minutes. But my man, a feature length? Shit, like what are you gonna do about the pool? It's just a pool, man. They also give some time to the character development, which basically means one, the main guy, the dad, which I know him from Black Mirror. He's an awesome dude. Love that episode with him. But he's basically in this film like a famous baseball player, but he got sick with like this weird ass disease. And that's basically it. So we're already like 15 minutes into the film and like there's barely anything new happened in the film. Like the only information that gets revealed later on is that the pool heals people, but like most of the time it just drowns you even though it heals you. So there's no point. Sometimes I like a good underwater scene where like it forces you to hold your breath. When like the character takes a breath, you finally can take a breath. But my man, if I did that, I would be dead long time ago. Like this kid, not even attacked, spends 50 seconds under the water just casually swimming and then later on gets some air, but he's not like panicking or like taking deep breaths, he's just casually. And like even later on, the mom spends 5 minutes under the water getting air once from a hose, which I don't know if it's the ideal way, but I guess her dad was in the Navy, so she has like a mutation power. So in the film they like to play this game, toss a coin and bring it back from the pool, you know? And this kid starts playing with a ghost. I don't know, and he's like not freaking out. Maybe he thinks he's playing with his dad, but the dad being like a little sneaky bitch just like tosses a coin and just disappears while the kid is like picking up the coin, looking, no one there, another coin instantly drops. My man, like how can you not tell that's like, you should be freaked out. We get a little scene from basically it looks identical. I was just waiting for the point where his hands just gets bitten off. But no, nobody bits his hand. He gets like hair and that's it. At this point everybody is freaked out by the pool, but not that though. He loves that shit. He thinks of the pool when he's playing baseball, not his family, not his kids. Pool. But yeah, the only person that hasn't been freaked out by the family besides the dad is the daughter. So she brings this dude from the swimming classes to her pool, and she says to her brother to not like tell parents about her bringing a boy. But she says like the most wildest, disturbing shit ever.
If you tell Mom, I'm gonna put a Tide Pod in your fish tank.
You did not just threaten to kill this boy's pet. So in the pool, they're playing a little game called Marco Polo, and it's going well. The ghosts haven't done anything. But when it comes to her turn, the dude just straight up leaves. And my man, she plays for 30 seconds being like, Marco, Marco, and she doesn't open her eyes. Like, you would hear him leave or just being like, what's happening? You know, it's clearly he's not playing anymore if he's not answering to you 30 seconds later. But then I feel the ghost thinks that like it's very sad, so he joins in.
I hear you.
And she thinks it's still the dude. You cannot have a creepier voice than that. But this little creature shows up and it looks pretty cool. I like the design. It's spooky, it's scary, I like it. So everyone fucking hates this pool. So it's time for a pool party.
Steroid Shrek over here thinks he owns the damn pool.
You cannot call someone a Shrek on steroids. That's the meanest shit ever. But everything's going well, but then dad gets possessed and starts drowning this kid. And like, the kid is begging for help for so goddamn long, and nobody cares to help until like the parents notice him. So after this, everyone is like, okay, fuck this, we getting out. But not dad. He's still like, but the pool is good, I can feel my legs now. So you're not freaked out by the shit that you just like went to the pool to have fun, and then couple minutes later you wake up basically like everyone yelling at you that you almost drowned the kid. But the wife knocks sense into him and he's like, okay, let's get out. But as soon as they leave the drive-through, the dad starts dying because like the pool, you know, heals him, but he leaves. He has left previously, you know, to get to the doctors, to play baseball. That didn't affect it, but this time the pool takes it personally, so it's like, nah, give it back. So mom does some research about like previous deaths in this pool, and she finds this family that has lost a kid, and she goes to their place and it's just the wife now. And she basically tells that it's a wishing well and like it will need a sacrifice, but it will like grant life to one of your family members. In that scenario, it's the dad, and it's like sacrifice will take one of the kids, most likely the youngest. And like that shit is done in like every single movie where like a possession and you go in to like find the previous victims and like how did they deal with it. And it's always like, oh, they dealt with it by just like sacrificing someone. But in this film, you know, it's obviously they're gonna find a way where like nobody has to sacrifice. So okay, we're in the final act. The pool is done playing around, like spooking a little now and then, playing Marco Polo, tossing coins, you know, doing some random bullshit. It's time to fucking kill. So it does the same shit again of like luring the kid into the pool by showing like, oh, there's a cat inside. But this time it puts like the pool covers so that he drowns. Oh no, that is scary, but then everyone jumps in and uncovers the pool. The mom jumps in to help. I don't know why did the ghost just not cover the pool again, but it would be too easy. And the daughter goes to get some help, but she slips on this water that the demon spilled. It is the first and only time where the ghost interacted with like water outside of the pool, and it just spilled some water to cause like a minor inconvenience to her. Like, yeah, she gets like a shard in her hand, but that shouldn't be so like like life-changing thing, and she like overreacts. Your entire family is like drowning, and you have like a cut. Like the adrenaline would be pumping, you wouldn't feel anything. But look who showed up. It's the dad. He got possessed a couple hours ago. I don't know where did he do, but he just disappeared for a couple of hours until the night shows up. And he looks very scary. He looks like a blind person. Ugh, that's scary. The demon is a little goofball. Look at him just goofing around.
Marco.
So anyways, they're still drowning, but the mom magically saves the kid that looks obviously like a doll. And I don't know why the ghost didn't put the pool cover so they both die. I think it even took off some so it's easier to get them out. There's like a bunch of ghosts in the pool that do absolutely nothing. They just look scary and like look at you. And that's it. Okay, everyone is saved, but the dad is still the demon, and even the wife was like, oh, hey, help our son, he was drowning, you know. He looks like a demon, stop talking to him. But he gets smacked a couple times and he spits out the demon and he's fine. That's how you catch a ghost, just smack. Okay, everyone is saved, but the son starts dying, and the dad with his like one brain cell thinks he's a hero, and he decides to like, oh, so if I sacrifice myself, the pool will heal the son. By the way, how did the pool like cause the son to like have this disease thing? Like, I thought the dad was like dying just because his normal disease meant that he will die, but the pool saved it and it's just taking off his powers. But now the pool just can affect anyone it decides. Why did it go that route of like getting people in the pool and drowning them, while it could just like infect them with this demon shit or something? But the dad goes into the pool to sacrifice himself, and it magically worked. Wow. But it shouldn't be the end. Like, the demon should like kill the dad and kill the entire family. And even it worked out perfectly fine. We saw from the previous family that like once you're in the pool, you're forever fucked. Like, the mom was like, oh yeah, the demon killed our son, you know. Oh, mostly I killed my son, but other kids, you know, was strong for a bit now, and then she basically turned into demon and almost died. Yes, that's a life. It is a good ending. So yeah, it ends well. They just cover the pool with dirt. The pool magically just like appeared out of nowhere, and you think a little dirt and the demon will just like, okay, dirt, I do not touch dirt. They're not afraid to go anywhere near the pool. Like, you would definitely have PTSD from that shit. You don't know what the demon thinks. Maybe the demon will like, okay, need another sacrifice, let's get someone in it. And they don't want to sell the house because it will like kill the other family as well. And they don't want to do it because dad wouldn't want them to do. So dad wanted you to die, basically? No, he would want you to move the fuck out of here. So yeah, that's basically it for the movie. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. It was still a movie, and it had like enjoyable parts, it had horror parts, but it's just a very like weak, shitty, generic film. Like, if you haven't seen a lot of horror films, maybe this film is very good for you. But I've seen so many, and like all like the scenes and tropes in this film was done 10 times better in any other film. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.